A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New York Jets. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Wait, that Alabama, 380. Check, block 54, block 54. And let's get in them holes. Check it, reload.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now Brady. And that's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's Brady. Dorsett's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 20-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Check nickel.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Bell. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it with Bell. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch out, alert! Watch out.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Brady. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Crowder. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
1st down, Jets.
Time 54. Mike 54. Go, go, go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Red 80. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
58 for Mike, 58. 58. Hey, let go.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Letting one go deep for a noon one. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Darnold now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Off of play action, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Brady going to throw. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Squeeze, double. Check 24.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Jets' 33-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady gives to Michelle, and he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
49, check 49, check 49. Tighten up.
Shotgun now for Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Regular. Safety's creeping. Joker. Hey, check it. He's crossing. He's checking. Shadow.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now it's Darnold. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 25 on second down, Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. After the penalty, it's Bell. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run with Michel. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down. Brady. Dorsett making the catch. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Brady to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. Hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 40 now on second down. Darnold, that's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check out Henry.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So that'll back them up 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there in the final seconds of the 1st half, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. And take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
Let's go, let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady caught by the tight end Watson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
On the ground is Michelle. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That's it, baby.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Wait, that Alabama. 380. Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Wide. Get wide. Protein spill. He's coming.
On 2nd down, it's White. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Operating from the gun, Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39. Nine-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And it's Michel once again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Check it. Reload.
From the gun, Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
31 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's 1st and 10.
Alert 3.
72.
Alert 3.
72.
Here's Brady. Caught by Nelson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Our time. It's our time. Alert flare. Alert flare.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
He was brought down by Avery Williamson. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Brady, and that is incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets off. Next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold from the gun. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
58, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check, 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 check. Switch, switch, switch. And 80.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Darnold on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Switch, switch, switch. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, lady. Check that.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. Then he finds his man Griffin. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Patriots 13.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. A throw complete to Dorsett. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Brady now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run with White. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Brady throwing complete to Dorsett. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Wait, that 29. Alpha. Watch the run. Shadow.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll go again with Bell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
51. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league, and to them, that's vitally important.
So for the Jets, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.